It was a dark night on the island of Sodor. Edward the Blue Engine was telling scary stories to Thomas.
And ever since then, his ghost has haunted the scrapyard, looking for his missing trucks.
Thomas thought that Edward's stories were very scary, but Duck did not.
Wow, how original.
Huh? What do you mean, Duck?
Edward, I'm pretty sure you've told us that story 1,000 times.
That's not true.
Yes, you do. You just tell us the exact same story, change one thing about it, and think everyone will be scared.
Well, the same thing can be said about you, Duck. The only stories you ever tell are about the Great Western Railway, and I bet you couldn't even tell a scary story to save your life.
Actually, Thomas, I do have a scary story I can tell you.
Oh, really? Well, I bet it won't be as scary as Edward's.
Alright then, if my story is more scary than yours, I get to do your job at the docks.
Deal then.
Oh my god, what is it with you and the docks? Why do you love it so much?
I like the sea.
Oh, okay.
Alright then, are you ready for my story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, it happened a long time ago, on the mainland. There was a big black engine from the British Railways. He was very rude. He always pushed other engines around as he was the controller. One of them was a little red tank engine. He worked very hard to make sure the other engines were on time. After I'd been preserved, I was put on a siding at Vickerstown for a very long time. The little red engine would always whistle to me every day. He was a kind engine, but the big black engine constantly pushed him around, making him feel useless. I felt bad for him. I never really had a conversation with him, but I could see every day he was getting less and less optimistic. He stopped saying hello, and he barely spoke a word to anyone. But I could see in his eyes that every day he was getting more and more angry. One day, the big engine pulled up beside me, and he started insulting me. That's when I heard the whistle. It was the tank engine that he'd been bullying. As he came closer, we could see he was pushing trucks of gunpowder and fuel tankers. At first, the big engine didn't move. He didn't think he had the nerve to do it. But as the engine got closer, he didn't slow down. He was speeding up. That's when he knew it was serious. He backed away, but it was too late. Two engines colliding, causing a massive explosion. It all happened so fast, I didn't know what to think. The explosion had injured many people on the platform and killed others. None of the engines survived, and I was the one to see it all. I'll never forget about that engine. Legend has it he possesses brake vans and bumps them into fuel tankers, into rude and boastful engines.
Wow. Duck, that was a good story.
See, I told you I could tell you a good story. You know what that means.
Fine. I let you work on my branch line for a week.
Make it 2.
Oh no, 1 week.
No, 2 weeks.
Hey, it's 1 week or 1 day. You choose.
Ugh, fine.
That's what I thought.
That can't be true. There's no way ghosts can haunt brake vans.
Ah, guys, look, there he is!
Oh, you should have seen the look on your faces. Scared you, Mr. Thomas and Mr. Edward.
That wasn't funny.
What's going on there?
Oh crap, run, Mr. Oliver. Scram. Make sure the ghost engine don't get you, Thomas.
Don't listen to them, Thomas. They're just trying to scare you.
The next day, Thomas woke up, and he found out he had to take a train of fuel tankers to Vickerstown. But Thomas wasn't scared of the fuel tankers, he was scared of the brake van. Just then, Percy puffed in. Hi, Thomas. Do you want me to shunt that brake van for you? Yeah, sure. I'll get the train. So as Percy pushed the brake van behind Thomas's train, Thomas had an idea. What if I pull away before my train gets coupled up to the brake van? So as the man went to couple up Thomas's train, he pulled away. Wait, Thomas, your brake van! Thomas pretended not to hear him as he went down the track. Soon, Thomas got to Gordon's Hill. The trucks were very heavy, and Thomas was only a little engine. So as Thomas went up the very steep hill, he pulled harder and harder, inching closer towards the top with every puff. But as Thomas got to the top, the coupling snapped! Oh no! After the explosion, the fire was put out, and the Fat Controller wanted to see Thomas.
Thomas, you were so lucky that station was empty, or you could have killed someone.
But sir...
No excuses, Thomas. I'm taking away your branch line and making you stay in your shed for a month.
Wait, sir, it's not his fault. It's my fault. I told him a story that made him not want to bring a brake van. That's why the tankers didn't stop in time.
Thomas, is this true?
Yes, sir.
Well then, Duck, you're gonna stay in your shed for a month.
Aww. I guess we won't be working at the docks anymore.
Oh, come on!